Hello and welcome back to the Pitwall Podcast, where this week we're going to be giving out our predictions for the Italian Grand Prix.
Yeah, in a little preview, this race has been held 93 times. It was first held in 1921. The most wins, Ferrari, not surprising. Yeah. I'm sure this is not like a prediction or anything, but they've cheated many times to win this race. All right. 2019 is alone, but they've won it 20 times. They've won this race 20 times. Michael Schumacher won it 5 times, and Lewis Hamilton has also won it 5 times. So they're tied for the most wins at this track. So if Lewis wins this weekend, he's got the most wins. And I'm sure they'd rather him beat that next year when he's at Ferrari. But Temple of Speed, 53 laps, and it's a great track, 3.6 miles. Kind of an easier track, I would say. Yeah. Like if you're starting the F1 game, I always recommend this is a track you start on. Just like 4 turns basically. Last year pole was Carlos Sainz, so Ferrari got a pole position out of that, but Max Verstappen won. And we'll see, is the Monza curse back? Because it was gone. And it's due for some reckoning. And let me just say, we're going to jump right into this. Before we give our predictions for the race, we're going to talk about, can McLaren win the Constructors' Championship? And if the Monza curse is lingering out there, and I said that's so Southern, lingering. If the Monza curse is lingering out there, then and Max Verstappen crashes, game on. Game on, dude. So anyway, what are your thoughts? I have many. What are your thoughts? Drivers and constructors. Do constructors first.
So constructors, I feel like is a complete possibility.
Yep.
Give me 3 or 4 1-2 McLarens where Checo doesn't perform.
It's only 30 points.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're set.
They're going into every weekend now where they could take the lead of the championship.
Yep.
So again,
if something happens, like if
let's say something crashes,
let's say they give like an upgrade package that just like completely destroys the car, or like if Max crashes and Checo just doesn't perform, McLaren's ahead.
Yeah, I mean McLaren, if Red Bull doesn't score any points this weekend, could come out of this weekend leading by 14 points.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not saying I'm predicting that, but I'm just saying anytime it's crazy. So
if this consistency from McLaren keeps up, they're going to win constructors. And with drivers, Lando's 70 points behind Max.
Yep.
So
the math says he has to make up 7.77 points per race. Actually, I didn't calculate the fastest lap from the last round, but just 7 to 8 points per weekend. Yep. Mm-hmm. There are some sprints. So if we say 8, basically the way the math works out currently is he has to clean sweep the rest of the season.
Yep.
And if Max gets P2, to win by 1.
Yep.
So he has every shot. If he just beats Max every weekend and does everything perfectly, he wins.
Yeah.
He doesn't need any luck at all. No luck.
Yeah.
He just has to win. So that's the thing that gets a little weird. It's like before this, it was like, all right, he might need some rain or something like that. Yeah. Now it's like, if he beats some clean sweeps, including fastest laps, which I'm sure they will throw Checo the sacrificial lamb.
For sure.
But see, I don't know if they can do that though, because they have to decide whether they'd rather win the drivers or the constructors. I'm going to be honest. I think Red Bull cares more about the drivers.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
100%.
Yeah. So I think they'd rather sacrifice Checo. Mm-hmm. I mean, but he has to be in a position to be able to do that.
Yeah. They're too much invested into Max Verstappen to care about. I think they realize constructors is not their goal this year.
Well,
if McLaren keeps us up for like 2 more races.
Yeah, I'm calling it now. I think McLaren's got this.
Yeah.
I think McLaren's got this. I mean, they got to make up 2 points a race. Easy.
Obviously wouldn't know, but like if they did change up Checo over the summer break.
That's what they should have done.
Yeah, they should have, but they didn't.
Yeah.
If they had done that, I would be saying no, Red Bull still has a chance.
Well, I don't think Red Bull has a chance. I also don't think Lando Norris is going to win the Drivers' Championship.
Yeah.
There's too many other fish in the sea right now that are going to destroy his chance at this, unless Max crashes. So, and there are plenty places where Max could have a non-scoring weekend. Singapore is still out there, which is always Red Bull's like downfall for some reason. We have, let's see, Baku. I mean, maybe Checo will do well. So like it's all up to play for. But
yeah, but no, with you saying that, I mean, Lando doesn't even need luck now. He just needs to perform.
There's a chance, dude. I think So he doesn't technically need luck, but I do think he needs one max.
I
low
don't
scoring or
think
no
he
scoring
could do
weekend.
perfect for the
Yeah, I don't think so
entirety of
either.
the season.
There's no way he gets every fastest lap. Like even
Yeah.
if you consider, even if the McLaren is going to win every race by 20 seconds. I mean, just starting the race, do you really think Max is not going to stick his nose up in one time and they both crash? Because that would actually be, we've reached the point where Max crashing Lando is good for Max. If they both wipe out, that's a whole race for Max doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Bad for Red Bull if
yeah.
Oscar Piastri does well.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, it's not that detrimental because you got other drivers out there. Maybe Checo at least picks up like a point in that race, and they only make up 3 points or whatever. You know, like it's gonna get crazy, man. We might see some serious Max Verstappen moments.
Yeah.
But also, I think this last weekend he parked up and he was like, "I need P2," and maybe he could have tried to push the car more and. You know, who knows what would have happened.
Yeah.
It's easy to crash at Dutch Grand Prix. So.
Yeah.
So with all that said, that's teeing up the last 9 races beautifully. I'm going to Coda this year, so it's pretty late in the season. I think the most likely time that McLaren takes the lead is at Coda. It's a sprint race weekend, and that is going to be wild. It's like I saw each end of it because I saw Lando win his first race.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
It just, my poor dad, because my dad's going with me. I'm going to see him just the downfall, the crumble.
Oh,
because he was happy for Lando back then. But
now it's a little different. Yeah.
Now he wants him to eat wall and just be okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all right. Anyway, with all that said, who do you think's going to be on pole position at Monza?
I think Lando is.
You okay? All right. So you think McLaren's going to be as fast in straight line spec?
It's tough, man. Like, and these other tracks, I'm like, oh, this is like a good Red Bull track, and then they don't get pole or they don't win.
Well,
so like now I'm like, okay, maybe I should just predict McLaren to win, and then they'll lose.
Yeah. Well, I'm not predicting that the Monza curse
yeah.
comes out, even though I threw that out there. I am going to get Ferrari fans like probably way too excited, so calm down before I say it. But I think Charles Leclerc is going to get pole.
Yeah.
I think Ferrari's been struggling for a while in the background. They've had some upgrades. They've had time to figure it out. And I don't know. He just did so well this last weekend, even though it was a high downforce track.
Yeah.
I'm like, as soon as they take all this downforce off, Ferrari's going to be fast.
Dude, imagine if he won Monaco and Monza.
I know. Well, we'll see what my predictions are. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So who's your P3 on the podium?
P3 is Oscar Piastri.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see what you say. So I had P3 as Max Verstappen, actually.
Oh, okay.
So I had a big debate. So Lewis is not on my podium.
Yeah.
And I had a big debate about whether or not that should be the case or not, but I decided not to put him on the podium. So here's your P2.
Yeah.
You put Lewis Hamilton?
I put Lando Norris.
Oh, okay. So I put Lando Norris P2 as well.
Uh-huh.
Who do you think's going to win the race? You think Lewis Hamilton's going to win the race? You about to say this? You say Charles Leclerc.
I think Max Verstappen's going to win the race.
Oh, dang.
You think I'm going to give you that satisfaction of saying Lewis Hamilton's going to win this race?
Max is going to beat Lando at this track.
Yes, because I think McLaren is going to whoop them in qualifying. But I think race is going to change. I think let's say Lando gets pole like I predicted. Well,
that's an easy overtake right there.
Exactly. And like you said, Monza's like 4 turns.
Yep. And
Red Bull's
Red
problem
Bull's
problem is understeer right now. So it's not as much understeer going on throughout a race as like last week.
Yeah, that's good logic. I don't know. You have logic. I'm going off pure vibes.
Yeah.
I just feel like Charles Leclerc is going to win this race.
Yeah, I can see that, but I
in the absolute scene that would be after all this
dude.
time. So I don't know, man. Monza predicts some weird ones. I just feel like Charles Leclerc, the way this season's going is like, I just feel like Ferrari's going to win another race. And it's going to be like, wow, all these constructors won multiple races.
This season has just been so like eventful. Like we had Lewis Hamilton breaking like the record of like wins past 300 races, or sorry, not the record, but like the myth that no driver gets it past 300.
Well, it is a record, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not the same. Yeah.
We had Lando Norris winning his first race and potential championship.
Yep.
I mean, this is just fun, man.
Yeah, dude. So I'm just trying to figure out like what else needs to happen. So it's like, all right, Oscar Piastri won his first race.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm like, all right, Ferrari's going to win Monza. You know, it's just pure vibes. You know, it's like, And
this is like the rebuild year of Formula One.
Dude, it really is. And then 2026 is going to come around. One team's going to be the strongest. We're all going to be like,
watch it be like Williams or something like that.
Just delay the regulations. This is me talking as a Mercedes fan who's going to have the fastest engine, I think.
Oh.
Delay the regulations. I mean, come on. The Mercedes engine already has to be good because McLaren, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. So, anyway, as Charles Leclerc winning, I agree with you that I think we're on the same page. You think McLaren's going to win the constructors, but Lando's not going to win.
Yeah. If I could only base this off of Max Verstappen, I would say no. But the fact that there is a factor called Checo Perez in the play, I don't think so.
Yeah, dude, Checo's really, really not.
And like, there's got to be something going on, like where it was like the rumors about like the whoever it was at like the Mexico or the Mexican Grand Prix who like advised against like getting rid of Checo to Red Bull because of money and stuff like that. I don't know if it's that or if it's just like maybe Horner like truly believes in this guy.
I don't think
But like the fact that like Horner's always been the one to kick them out the door as soon as they come in.
Yeah, dude.
I don't expect that. I think it has to do something like politically.
Yeah,
in the
I agree. So I think, I don't know, man. If I'm Red Bull proper and we lose this constructor championship and it looks like it's because of Checo, I mean, I'm calling Christian Horner and be like, what the heck's going on, man?
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's a bad management decision. And you got Jonathan Wheatley, one of the three heads, leaving, and you have Marco and Horner not on the same page constantly.
Yep.
So, yeah, man, I don't know. It's something. So that's about it. I'm really excited. We get another race, and then there's a little bit of a break again, and then another race, and then there's a crazy long break coming up between Singapore and Coda again. So that's really annoying. But I mean, silly season's in full force. We got a couple seats to fill, so it's going to be a good race. Kimi Antonelli is getting an FP1 drive here, so that should be big news as well. So they might be waiting to, I don't know. They could confirm him literally by the time this is out.
Yep.
Because we're recording this on Wednesday, so they usually announce drivers on Thursday. Yeah, so we can literally wait before this is out. He could be the driver.
Yeah, we didn't talk about Toto saying or having a slip up about it, saying Kimi and George. So
yeah,
maybe we get it this week.
Yeah, maybe
with that coming out.
Yep. So all right, that's about it. See you next week. Like, subscribe, follow at the Pitwall Pod, and enjoy Monza.
See you later.
Forza. Bye.